I just wanted to address something that maybe some prospective electric car owners are concerned about, and that's longevity. I have a 2002 RAV4 EV, has 106,000 miles on it. Everything in the drivetrain is original. The batteries were checked out in the fall of last year, and as for all intents and purposes, we can see that it's going to go another 50,000 miles at least. So the fact that a car can actually last that long without having belts, spark plugs, tune-ups, oil changes is incredible to me, and that's one of the main reasons that I drive electric cars.
Which gets to a question, people often raise questions about the battery life. I've had people on this stage here before saying, well, your battery's going to run out, that's going to be reflected in your resale value. Battery's only guaranteed for what, 8 or 9 years, 100,000
miles,
Yeah.
That's a long
Or
time.
8 years. Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, the experience with the Prius battery was that was a $4,000 or $5,000 battery when it came out, and then a number of years later, it was around a $2,000 or $3,000 battery, and somebody who really needed it because they'd driven so much that was beyond the 150,000 mile warranty in California, they went to a local shop and they got a battery from a crash car, perfectly good battery, for $700. So there's a lot of different solutions. And long term, we think batteries are getting better, maybe 15% a year, and cheaper 15% a year. They're chemistry, they're not physics. So they're not getting cheaper like hard drives or memory. But 15% a year is a lot. And so 10 years from now, when the warranties are out, or 8 years from now, the batteries are going to be a lot cheaper.
And John Kalb, do you think there's going to be some, the industry's going to solve some problems here for use of those degraded batteries that are maybe 70% of what they
Well, it goes back to that solar question again, is that how do you actually store solar energy during the day in your own environment? So there are a number of conversations going on in the charging and battery world, if you will, to say, can we pull out a battery when it's gone beyond its use of life to drive a car, and can we put it in a solar array and actually use it to store and serve battery charging? And I think that that's a very exciting future potential. There's also a number of companies that are involved in battery sharing. Better Place obviously comes to mind, where in a deal with a car manufacturer, they actually engineer a way for the battery to be easily removed in a charging station. Then they install a new battery and the person goes away within 5 to 7 minutes. But in that case, Better Place or Renault actually owns the battery, and the owner of the car is not paying for that battery. They're really leasing it.
That's had a tough slog in the States. That's not going so well. A lot
Israel,
of places.
they're doing a little better
And Denmark.
trying that out. Yeah.
Right, in Europe.